Nah, I don't want sounds in the AM. I like that in the mid-evening. Depressed? Nah, not depressed. Depressed means like you're depressed, like you can't press on. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone's in depression, that means to stop pressing on. They don't want to press on. You know what I mean? They're in depression. So depress. Press meaning moving forward in life and going on with your life and stuff like that. So you're depressed when you can't move forward with life. Me, I have there's a lot of betrayal. It's a lot of, I'm gonna tell you what it is for me. There's hurt. It's hurt. It's like so much scandal, so much lies, so much deceit. It weighs down on you after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like when you know what I know, and then so many people cross you, and like my moon is in the ninth house in Leo. You feel what I'm saying? So with my moon being in the ninth house in Leo, it's like my emotions are attached to like morals and principles and shit. Like I'm heavy on morals and principles. So like for me, like I'm always a person that's looking at the principles of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So my feelings are attached to like the principles of the whole thing, like the morals of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what the ninth house and moon represents. So for me, it's like I feel the pain. I feel the pain of the dishonor, the things that's happened to me, the backstabbing. I mean, y'all watched it. The fuckery, man. Like just, sometimes it's unbelievable type shit that I see, like type shit I'm going through, you know what I mean? Like it's unbelievable. Like, is this real? It's surreal type shit. Like, so I'm more like in shock. Like sometimes I'll be thinking like, damn. Cause let me tell you something. Before I came on this journey, none of this shit really happened to me. None of it. Before I woke up, none of this happened to me. Like I was always like, no one, I had to get used to people like disrespecting me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get used to like the internet, you know what I mean? And like, people betraying me, like stabbing me so hard. I mean, I got betrayed like anybody else on the rep, but it was like every now and then somebody would do some fuck shit, or my house got broken into because niggas seen I was getting money or I was doing good, and somebody, you know what I mean, broke into my crib, took all the shit, burglarized me and some shit like that. Every now and then that shit would happen to me, but it's like, and like I said, like I'm not pointing a finger at nobody. I'm just telling you how I'm feeling, like what I'm thinking in my mind, and what you might be feeling through my eyes or through my energies. It's just, this shit's so fake. This shit's so phony that it's like almost unbelievable. And sometimes I can't believe this shit is real. You know, like sometimes I can't believe, like, and I know why it's happening. I know everything, but it's like surreal. And so it puts me in like in a state of like, whoa, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, like. And so what you feeling for me is like, I wouldn't call it sad. You know, sad is in there because it's sad. It's sad when your brother, your own biological brother, tell lies on you and stab you in the back publicly for maybe like $20, $30. It's sad when someone you spent 3 years with and have a baby with act like they never knew you and then fucking talk shit about you and leave and act like they never loved you. It's sad when people come along and just leave and say all the negative things about you, but nothing positive. Like, I cannot be all negative. Like, this shit is crazy. So it's a little weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, I take responsibility, you feel what I'm saying, like, for what I've done, but all negative, I'm all, like, my reality is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, it's like, back to back to back, then going to jail, coming out, you know what I'm saying? I still pressed on, but I had got a stomach ulcer, and then I'm trying to do my job for being here. You know what I'm saying? All at the same times, and then boom. I know it might not, you might not think, but I do love, you know what I'm saying, Eliana, and I do love my daughter. I love all my kids. This is not the first time this happened to me. So it's like, I'm not monogamous, and I know that about myself. So I didn't lie to nobody, but I understand why it's happening to me, because I can't have no attachments here. I get it. Like, I'm not supposed to have any attachments here, because when I leave, I'm supposed to elevate to a higher place. I understand that. That's why since the day I was born, everything that I ever had was taken away from me, because of the simple fact is all energy is borrowed. None of this is real, and I can't have any attachments, because where I'm from, it's not gonna allow me in my contract to stay here or tie myself to anything here. I get it. Like, I get it. Like, I get it on a higher level, but I still feel the human side of it when it's like the betrayal, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the scandal. You know what I mean? And then Lola or Liberty, she just left. Like, this girl just disappeared, my nigga, like, out of nowhere. Like, why you do it like that? You could have said, yo, we want to lease. You just, and it's like little shit be happening to me, and I'll be like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, why'd you do it like that? Like, you know what I mean? It's just honorable the way things were done. And it was like, all right, so I gotta deal with that, and then, you know, I gotta deal with the negative ass people, you know what I'm saying, that saying shit, my subconscious, you know, through the chats, just saying shit like that, just really evil shit, really mean shit, like I didn't birth my daughter, like they didn't watch me on live birth my daughter, like they don't know how it feels, you know what I'm saying, to like how I might feel, you know what I'm saying, like, still human, nigga, like, still going through the experience. I still feel the pain of sacrifice or letting something go or attachment. I still feel that shit, you feel what I'm saying? So when it happens so back to back to back, you know what I'm saying, and then I heard Nana's message about all the shit, just demonizing me, and I knew where that was coming from. And then right after that, my biological brother goes live and stabs me in the back and lies on me. It was like, after that moment where, like, Leo got on live and lied, and Nana at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And I realized, like, I realized why it all happened, but it was like, damn, that shit was a double whammy, like, boom, boom. And I was just like, the world was like, yeah, that's okay too. And I was like, oh shit. Like, this world is crazy. This shit is like twisted. It's like, I wasn't raised in this kind of world we in. I will never fit in. I will never fit in because there's no morals, there's no principles, there's nothing there, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm just misunderstood, and that's sad. But it's not something that I let, you know what I'm saying, like, stop my job. Like, I have a job for being here. I have a purpose for being here. I still have to go to work. I still have to do a job, you feel me? It's like you got a job, right? You go do your purpose for being here, whatever that is. You go to your job and you do that shit. And so I still go to work. It's that some days ain't the brightest. You feel what I'm saying? And I think about it. I feel it. It's a part of me there, and I'm healing through it, but it's rough. It's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly trying to figure out, like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, is sad a good word? Is it sufficient? I think more like shocked. Not even shocked, more like appalled. Sometimes like, and you know how you know like niggas is GMO and the government is doing stuff to people and all I can hear in my mind is just like, be patient. That's all I can hear in my mind is like, patient, just be patient, just wait. And that's all I can hear in my mind, like, patient. And I feel every moment, I feel every stab, I feel every backslide, I feel all the disrespect, I feel all of it. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not good at faking nothing, so it hurt. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm not gonna keep pressing on doing what I'm supposed to do. My job is to expose the truth to the other selves and everything, but I'm still in the human experience. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lola, she bounced on some scary type, like on some weirdo shit. Like she didn't even leave a letter. She just kind of like disappeared. And we was looking for her. She just disappeared. We didn't know where the fuck she was at. And that was scary because I'm like, what if something happened to this girl? And she wound up hitting me up like a day after. Like, I'm sorry, that was really weird the way I left. That was fucked up, but I didn't know. Something about being weak and some shit like she's going to somewhere else to live in nature. She's not ready. Some shit. I was like, oh, okay, long as you cool, I'm all right, because I don't know if something happened to you, then it's going to be on me, put me in jeopardy, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, why people keep doing, like, moving like that, you feel what I'm saying? And why do I know why I attract that. Because, you know, I'm a healer. And when you a healer, I love myself, Tiny Cass. Thank you for saying that. I love you too. I mean, I don't be, people be saying that shit, I be like, I don't know. But, somebody said, because you make them feel scared of you. It's not that they feel scared of me, it's just that people feel my power when they get close to me. Like, people react to me differently, but most people are nervous in my presence because they can sense my power, and people respond to that shit weird. Like, it's hard for me to have a relationship because once you get to know me, you know, like, you feel it, like, you feel my power, and then people feel incompetent in my presence, like, they feel like, and I ask them, why y'all doing that? Like, and they like, yo, you're amazing. I'm like, but I'm still human, and I don't like to feel like that. But they're like, yeah, Chief, but when, like, a lot of people come around and be the smartest people in the room until they come to me, and then when they come around me, they're convicted by my presence, and it's weird. It's very weird because they be nervous, and people respond differently to my power. Like, some people, like, will straight disrespect me just to try to belittle me so that they feel powerful in my presence. Some people will just do different things, man, to compensate to be around me. It's just been weird watching people respond to me. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is weird. Some people try to, like, some people send me all kind of knowledge, try to battle me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, it didn't even take all that, man. Like, just be regular, man. Like, and so a lot of people that have high respect for me are the ones that stay in my presence, but they're still nervous, and they respond to it in a in a weird way, like, oh shit, that's Chief, like, oh my God, like. And when I'm teaching them stuff, when you open somebody's mind and you teach them something that they didn't know before, and you illuminate them, you immediately become very powerful to them. Like, you immediately become somebody. And people, and you know, some people respond to the power like, fuck this nigga, he ain't da-da-da-da, fuck this, you know, man, this nigga ain't shit. I shouldn't get that kind of energy from you if I wasn't. So that's your response to my power. But it's some people are like, damn, this dude's amazing. And then you're like, and some people are just, you know what I mean? So it's just like weird for me to have relationships personally, because it's like people feel convicted. It's like when people come around me, like if I come on somebody's live, right? Even online, like if I'm on, say if you're live and I'm in your live and you see me in your live, immediately people straighten up. People like go outside and be like by a tree. Like, I'm out in nature, look at me. I'm like, just my presence alone makes people convicted. Like they go by a tree or something. Like if I come in their live, it makes them like, they know, like, okay, let me straighten my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get my shit together. They immediately feel convicted. And no matter what anybody says, everyone knows my power. And no matter how they respond to it, you could demonize me. You can make me seem like whatever you need me to seem to for you to exist beyond me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or go around my truth. You can go around the message. You can do whatever you want. But I see you. Like, I see your response to my power. And it's like, if I was irrelevant, then you would not even be responding. You would not give your energy. But I touched you. I touch people. Like, I touched you. I touched you like on a deep level. The things that I said struck you and made you start watching me and criticizing me and seeing all my flaws and putting that out in the open so that you could feel normal and you can, like, you know what I'm saying, like, live your life. You know what I'm saying? If you demonize me, then you can overshadow my power and be like, see, he's human. Look, this nigga's human. See? And then they can move on and go forward. But it never really goes away. You never could let go. Because I already touched you. I touched you very deeply in it. And I know that. I know that you ain't stupid. Because the same light that I give is the same light that you truly are. You just, been modified in a way through the information you was given to have cognitive dissonance. And the people that do submit to my will, or that thing in them that be like, yo, okay, you know what, this nigga's powerful. Let me just submit to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, they come to me. You know what I mean? They come here, and it was like, me over the years. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, you see the response of people and why they respond to me like that, man. And so I know it comes from my own power. So people, respond in different ways. And, when you're in my presence, you feel like, people automatically feel like all of their sins just come falling out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they automatically feel like incompetent. Like, damn. Because they know they can feel that power. And I don't have to speak. I just, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that's there. And so, like, that's where all my hate comes from. That's where all my critics come from. My critics are really secret admirers. You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's some government type stuff going on as well, as far as, attacking me and shit like that. Well, that's true too. I think that the reason why people might not like me is you could not like me, right? But if you not like me for no reason, no divine reason, like you could not like me for subjective personal reasons. Well, I don't like the way he said this. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way his fucking eyebrows are. So fuck him. I'm not fucking with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to not like me because you don't know me. You can't not like somebody you don't know. You know what I mean? So when I say government, I don't mean like actual like government agents. I don't think any real government agents. I'm talking about like the way we've been governed by the system makes us that way. So we're agents by unconsciously, you know what I'm saying? So the way we've been raised by the system makes us like government agents, robots, crabs in a bucket type shit. No, I'm not gonna cry, but I talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Crying is not, I don't feel it that deeply. My mind won't let me feel it to the point of crying. You know what I'm saying? Crying, that's another level of deep feeling. Like, I don't think I'm that unintelligent to get to the point of crying, because the feelings are constantly flushed out by knowledge of self, divine knowledge of self. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Take it there. You said you're a very sweet guy, and then you're funny, and then you change. Because it's, I'm multidimensional, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a radical, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm extreme, I'm dramatic, I'm sweet, but then I'm not. And really, I'm emotionally tied to my mission. And but I created this page of Lehio so y'all can see the like human side of me, the Lehio, like. But I'm still, my mind is, is very, very, No. Crying doesn't mean that you're non-intelligent. It in a way it does, but what crying means is that you've been possessed with a thought to the point where, a negative thought to the point where, unless it's crying tears of joy, but you basically, a thought that you're having has possessed you or taken over you to the point of giving you feelings that it came into you. That it came into you so deeply that you crying. But in the process, the way my mind worked, hold on, I'm gonna end this live and I'm gonna open up another one. Somebody said go cry, go in the river, hide the tears. So I made this page right here to like, to express my human side and relate to you on that level. But I was talking about crying. Like, crying is when an emotion has possessed you, a thought, right? When a thought has possessed you to the point where it has become so great, the energy has become so great from this thought that it literally moves your water. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the way my mind works is I could feel like hurt, right? But my mind always rationalized that shit before it get to tears. So like as I'm talking to you right now, I could talk about betrayal and then quickly bring that into footsteps, like, you know what I'm saying, or why that happened, you know what I'm saying? So when you're intelligent, it's kind of hard to cry because, you know what I mean, unless you just decide to say, I'm going to let this thing just make me cry, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to let that just make me cry. But if that's, what is the, you know what I mean, like, what is the meaning of that? I think Jesus wept for someone else. You know what I mean? And it was a time to weep. That was to show compassion in that moment for somebody else.